Hello friends, welcome to Affairs Cloud. We learn to lead. My name is Vikas.
So friends, in this video we will be discussing about some of the most important current affairs of the topic environment of June month. This video will be very important, so do watch the video till the end, hit the like button and share the link of this video with your friends. So friends, let's start.
Welcome friends to the Independence Day sale. We are giving up to 70% off. Just use the code VIKAS10 and you will be getting an additional 70% off on all the purchase of any course from our app. Alright, it is a happy Independence Day sale that is from 7th of August to the 16th of August. Don't miss out this chance and go and grab your course as fast as possible, because after 16th of August this sale will end and you won't be able to avail the 70% off. We have an app by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. Once you have downloaded the app, you will open the app and you'll see this type of screen. In this, you can go and log in with your Google account, that is your Gmail ID. Then once you have logged in, then you will be moved to this page where you can see a window. If you click on the current affairs section here, then you will be moved to this page. Now this is where magic happens. This is the course where there are two courses provided by us. First, you should know it is of 1 year and 2 years. So choose your course accordingly. What we are providing and what is the reason behind that you should purchase course of current affairs from us, and what are the important details about it. First thing, you should know that we provide you current affairs in both English and Hindi. Okay. Also, we provide you here current affairs daily. PDFs are provided daily. The important factor here to remember is we are providing PDF to you daily. Okay, that contains question answers of the daily current affairs. They are explained in a much easy way where you can grasp the knowledge and do your revision. Okay, apart from app, we provide you with question answers. Then on every day we provide you 20 question answers quiz, daily 20 questions quiz. So imagine how much it will benefit you in your preparation. Then we provide you same thing for weekly. In weekly we take a quiz of 50 questions. Then question answers of week, we provide you a book, a PDF is provided you weekly of the compiled questions of the whole week. Similarly for monthly also, ebook is given, your quizzes are taken, question answers PDF. Then apart from it, we also help you to prepare for banking papers. All the banking exams you can go refer to our videos and our courses here. You can see here the we provide you banking and economic quiz of 157 questions. Okay, then topic wise PDFs are covered. As you can see, we are making videos on indexes and reports, important days, the books and authors, all the events that are taking place in individual months. So these PDFs are provided to you and they will help you a lot in your preparation for journal awareness, your journal studies, as well as for current affairs. Then you can see we also provide you current affairs for state wise current affairs are provided to you. Apart from this, I have a gift for all of my friends here. If you use my code VIKAS10, you will be getting a straight 10% discount on the purchase you make. So when you are about to check out and do the payment, just before the payment, you will be getting an option to use the promo code. There you can put the VIKAS10, the code, and you will be getting an extra 10% discount on the total purchase you make there. So let's start with our video. So friends, before starting the MCQ questions, first we'll be looking at some of the one-liner questions.
So let's start, friend. First is Jayanti. Jayanti is a new spider cricket named Jayanti from Chhattisgarh. Alright, if location is asked from where this new spider cricket species named Jayanti was discovered, it is your Chhattisgarh. It can be asked in Chhattisgarh, a new spider cricket species was discovered. What was it named? It was named as Jayanti. As you can see in the picture, this is your new spider cricket. If we look at the data, a team of zoologists headed by Dr. Ranjan Jaiswara of the Zoology Department of Punjab University have discovered a new species of spider cricket in the Kura caves of Chhattisgarh. The findings were published in the journal Zootaxa. The researchers has named the new subgenus as the Jayanti to honor Professor Jayanti Biswas, one of the India's leading cave explorers. Alright, so this new species Jayanti has been named after the Professor Jayanti Biswas, who is one of the India's leading cave explorers. Alright, and the person or the team of the head of the team who discovered this new species Jayanti is your Dr. Ranjan Jaishwara, all right, and he is from the zoology department of Punjab University. Where were these spider cricket species named Jayanti discovered? It was discovered in the Kurra caves of which state? Of Chhattisgarh. All right, then the cricket species identified under the genus Acromomius saucere 1897 and the new subgenus Indymimus. Alright, the unique features of Jayanti is that the distinct look and the low-key model genitalia structure of this Jayanti and the unique way of vibrational communication. Alright, so what is the name? It is Jayanti. It is new spider cricket species discovered in Chhattisgarh, and if the name proper location is asked, it is your Kurra caves of Chhattisgarh. It has been named after the Professor Jayanti Biswas, who is India's leading cave explorers. Moving on to the second. Second is we'll be talking about black carbon. First of all, you should know what is black carbon. Then its effect on the environments and especially on the effect on the Himalaya region. All right. So black carbon deposits are accelerating glacier and snow melt in which area? In your glaciers of Himalayas. All right. A World Bank study by the name Glaciers of Himalayas, Climate Change, Black Carbon and Regional Resilience informs that the black carbon deposited generated by human activities from inside and outside South Asia have accelerated the glaciers and snow melt in the Himalayan range. Alright, the purpose is to identify the cause of potential change to the glacier and snow dynamics in the Himalaya, Karakoram, the Hindu Kush mountain ranges. By 2050, from 1.5 billion to 1.7 billion people in South Asia are projected to be vulnerable to water scarcity. Alright, then coming back, the important thing you need to know about here is black carbon. So what is this black carbon? Black carbon is a kind of aerosol. It is an aerosol. And what is aerosol? Aerosol is a suspension of fine solid particles or liquid droplets in the air. Alright, I repeat, be it solid, liquid plus gas. This is your aerosol. All right. So what is black carbon? Black carbon is a kind of aerosol, and aerosol is a suspension of fine solid or liquid particles or liquid droplets in air, that is your gaseous mixture. Among aerosols such as brown carbon, sulfates, black carbon has been recognized as the second most important anthropogenic agent for climate change and the primary maker to understand the adverse effects caused by air pollution. Alright, so where were these black carbon recently found? It were found on the ices, and basically they were found in the Himalayan region, due to which the speeding of melting of ice on these glaciers and the hills have speeded up. Then moving on, next we'll be talking about a new species of gecko named after Mizo's chieftain. Alright, and the name of this new species of gecko is Cryptodactylus benjiquaiwa. This benjiquaiwa is the chief of Mizoram, and where this, if question is asked, where the new species of gecko Cryptodactylus benjiquaiwa was discovered, it was discovered in the state of Mizoram. Alright, let's look at the data. Cryptodactylus benjiquaiwa is the species of band-toed gecko that was discovered from Meghalaya and Mizoram. Alright, so remember both the states actually, that is Meghalaya and Mizoram. The new species was named after the Mizoram's chieftain, that is Benguaiwa, who fought against the British forces in India. A team of scientists has discovered 4 new species of gecko, 2 from Meghalaya and 2 from Mizoram. These species are a part of the Cryptodactylus cassinensis group. Alright, so remember the name Cryptodactylus benjiquaiwa, and he is the chieftain of who? Mizoram state. Alright, who fought against the British forces in India. Next we'll be talking about a new plant species from the coffee family, and it was spotted in the Kerala's Vagamon. The name of the new species of this coffee family is Agrostemma quarantena. I repeat, Agrostemma quarantena is the name of the new species from the coffee family that was discovered in the state was Kerala and it was location was Vagamon. Let's look at the data. Researchers from Kerala's Bishop's Abraham Memorial College has discovered a new species of coffee plant in Vagamon Hills. First thing, where are Vagamon Hills located? They are located in Kerala. Then, who discovered this new species of coffee family? It was discovered by researchers from Kerala's Bishop Abraham Memorial College. Where were they discovered? They were discovered in Vagamon Hills, that is in Kerala. Vagamon Hills is a famous tourist destination of Kerala. A species belonging to the Rubiaceae, that is a flowering plant family, was named after Agrostemma quarantena to commemorate the lives that were lost in COVID-19. The findings are published in the Webber Journal of the Plant Taxonomy and Geography. It is a perennial herb which will grow up to a height of 7 cm and characterized by its unique white flowers. Then if we talk about this is important now. Alright. 4 biodiversity hotspots of India. Which are they? First is your Himalaya. Alright. First is your Himalaya. Second is your Western Ghats. Third is your India Burma region. And third is your Sundarland. Do remember these three. These three are very important. Alright, or if you want to remember it like this, do remember this is Indo-Burma region is your northeastern region of India. Alright, then Himalaya, Western Ghat, northeastern region of India, that is known by the name Indo-Burma region, and your Sundarland. These are the 4 important biodiversity hotspots of India. Next also we will be talking about a new species of coffee family that was discovered in the Andaman and Nicobar Island state, and it was named as Priosteria lalji. It is a 15-meter tree of coffee family. Remember, if it is asked Priosteria lalji belongs to which genus, it belongs to the genus of coffee. Then it is a 15-meter tall tree, Priosteria lalji, that was discovered in the Andaman Islands, belongs to the coffee family. Alright, and who discovered it? It was discovered by the team of researchers from India as well as Philippines. So researchers from both the countries helped together or worked together to discover this new species of coffee family. It is the first record of the genus Priosteria in India. Earlier, these plants belonged to the genus of Priosteria, were usually found in Madagascar. This has been assessed as critically endangered based on the International Union for Conservation of Nature's Red List. Alright. Then it is named after Lal G. Singh, that is a joint director and head of office in Andaman and Nicobar Regional Center, Botanical Survey of India. Alright, moving on. Next question is very important. Alright. New tardigrade species were discovered and they were named after a state. What is the name of the state? It is your Kerala. A new tardigrade species were discovered in Kerala. What was the name of the species? It is your Styracops keralaensis. Remember, this new tardigrade species were named after the state Kerala and it was named as Styracops keralaensis. Alright. If we look at the data, researchers have discovered new tardigrade species and named it Styracops keralaensis after Kerala, since it was discovered from the Vadakar in the North Kerala. There are 8 species named under the genus Styracops. Alright, they are the first taxonomically described marine tardigrades from Indian waters. The species was discovered by a research team which consists of Vishnudattan N.K., Jayachandran P.R., S. Bijoy Nandan, Cochin University of Science and Technology, and J.G. Hassan from the Copenhagen University. If the university is asked that which were involved in the discovery of the new tardigrade species in Kerala, they are Cochin University of Science and the Copenhagen Universities. And their findings have been also been published in the Zootaxa. Once, let's again revise it. New species of tardigrade. What is the new name? What is the name of the new tardigrade species? It is Styracops keralaensis. This has been named after Kerala state. Where they were discovered? They were discovered in the Vadakara in North Kerala. Alright, they are the first taxonomically described marine tardigrades from the Indian waters, and the universities or institutions that were involved in the discovery of this new tardigrade species were Cochin University of Science and your Copenhagen University. Moving on. Next we'll be talking about a new grass species that were founded in the Anathpura forest. All right, and where is this Anathpura forest? It is found in Andhra Pradesh. State is asked, then Andhra Pradesh, and if it is given in option Anantpura forest, then you need to know Anantpura forest. All right, then what is the name of this new species of grass? It has been named as Lophopogon parasne. All right, Lophopogon parasne is the new name, or is the name of the new grass species that were found in the state of Andhra Pradesh, and they were found in Anantpur forest. If we look at the data, Dr. Kothar Reddy Prasad, a research scientist from the Andhra Pradesh Biodiversity Board, has discovered the new species that was named as Lophogon parasne. If it is asked, who discovered this new species of grass in Andhra Pradesh? It was discovered by Dr. Kothar Reddy Prasad, who is from the Andhra Pradesh Biodiversity Board. If it is asked about directly the board, then you need to remember this, that it was discovered by Andhra Pradesh Biodiversity Board. Alright, then it was founded in the Anantpur district of Andhra Pradesh. The new species has been named after Dr. P.V. Parasna, a well-known botanist scientist of Botanical Survey of India. Dr. Parasna is a grass taxonomist and head of the office Deccan Regional Center in the BSI, that is your Botanical Survey of India. If we talk about this new species Lophopogon parasne belongs to the Lophopogon, a genus of the Indian plants in the grass family. This is the third species of the genus which is endemic to the Nigadi forest. Alright, based on the International Union for Conservation of Nature's Red List criteria, L. parasne is assessed as critically endangered. Alright, it can also be asked that the new species that was recently discovered in Andhra Pradesh of grass named Lophopogon parasne is termed as what in the red list of IUCN? It is termed as critically endangered in the IUCN's red list. Alright, moving on. Next, we'll be talking about a rubber sapling. Alright, Assam gets the world's first genetically modified rubber sapling. Important. Where was the genetically modified rubber sapling for the first time planted? It was planted in the state of Assam. Alright, as you can see here, they are planting the genetically modified. That means it must be having some advantage over the natural sapling of rubber. If we look at the data, world's first genetically modified rubber sapling that was planted at the Rubber Boats Sarturi Research Farm on the outskirts of which state? Guwahati, Assam. It was developed by the Kerala-based Rubber Research Institute of India under the Rubber Board through the long years of research in its biotechnology laboratory. The Rubber Board chairman and executive director K.N. Raghavan planted the sapling. Who planted the sapling? It was planted by K.N. Raghavan. The key points to remember about this new genetically modified rubber sapling is that the rubber plant is the first of its kind developed exclusively for the Northeast, is expected to thrive in the climate conditions of the region. The rubber plant is inserted with additional copies of the gene MnSOD, that is your manganese containing superoxide dismutase. It is a chemical, alright, to tide over the severe cold conditions during winter, which is a major factor affecting the growth of young rubber plants. If we talk about Assam, the capital is Dispur, Chief Minister is Himanta Biswa Sarma, and the governor of the state of Assam is Jagdish Mukhi. Alright, so question will be direct: from or in which state the genetically modified rubber sapling was planted? It was planted in the state of Assam. Where was it developed? It was developed in the Kerala-based Rubber Research Institute of India. Next is a new species of skittering frogs were discovered in the Thatekad Bird Sanctuary. Alright, as you can see him in the picture, it is the skittering frog. Alright, let's look at the data. What is the name of the new species of this frog, skittering frog discovered? It has been named as Euphlyctus kerala. Alright, a team of researchers from the Zoological Survey of India from Mount Carmel College, Bangalore, and National Institute of Science Education and Research, Bhubaneswar, discovered the Euphlyctus kerala, a new species of the genus Euphlyctus. All right, remember what is the name of this new skittering frog? It is Euphlyctus kerala. Skittering frog from the surroundings of the Thatekad Bird Sanctuary, Kerala. Where was this discovered? It was discovered in the Thatekad Bird Sanctuary. And where is this Thatekad Bird Sanctuary? It is in the state of Kerala. The research findings of the Euphlyctus kerala are published in the international journal Jutuxa, published from the New Zealand. The new species Euphlyctus kerala is named in honor of the exceptional biodiversity of Kerala. Very good example, you can remember it from here, that till now all the species that we saw that have been discovered recently, 90% are of them from Kerala. So that is the reason it is also known as the biodiversity, because Kerala has a lot of biodiversity. All right, many new species every month, or by every next month there is some or the other species that are being discovered, be it a plant species or a insect or any other bacteria or anything, because there is a lot of biodiversity. It is one of the most important biodiversity hotspots of India. Next, if we talk about Euphlyctus kerala, Euphlyctus kerala is discovered within the water bodies around the foothills of the Western Ghats. At present, there are more than 180 species of frogs endemic to Kerala. Note to remember is that the species of genus Euphlyctus is distributed across the Arabian Peninsula, Pakistan, India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, and Thailand. So, what is the name of this new skittering frog species that was discovered in the Thatekad Bird Sanctuary, that is in Kerala? The name of this species is Euphlyctus kerala. Next we'll be talking about Trivandpuram. In Trivandpuram's wasteland yields, a new plant species was discovered and it was named as Sida keralanesis. Alright, I repeat. In Trivandpuram, see, where is Trivandpuram? Trivandpuram is in Kerala. Again, to honor or to show the world that how important Kerala is in the terms of biodiversity, another plant species was named after Kerala and it was named as Sida keralanesis. Alright, and it was discovered in the Trivandpuram's wasteland yields. Let's look at the data. A group of researchers from the Jawaharlal Nehru Tropical Botanic Garden and Research Institute, they were the researchers who discovered it, from Kerala, have identified and discovered a new plant species called Sida keralanesis from the roadsides and wastelands of Trivandpuram, Kerala. The findings have been published in the journal Phytotaxa. It belongs to the genus Sida and family Malavexia. It is similar to the Sida scrabida but differs in the physical characteristics. The discovery of the new species takes number of species in the genus Sida endemic to India from 6 to 7. The team of researchers from this is what? You know the name, Jawaharlal Nehru Tropical Botanic Garden Research Institute. Alright, they were the person, and just no need to remember the name because there were a lot of persons, so that doesn't make them important. But the research institute is very important. Jawaharlal Nehru Tropical Botanic Garden and Research Institute, it founded what? They founded a new plant species in the Trivandpuram's Trivandpuram's wasteland yields, and it was named after the state Kerala, and the name was Sida keralanesis, and it was from the family genus of Kida. Next, to honor the Mumbai's 2011's martyr Tukaram Omble, a new spider species was discovered in Maharashtra, and it was named after martyr Tukaram Omble. And what was the name of the species discovered? It was named as Aeschyus tukarami. Alright, Aeschyus tukarami. It was named after the martyr Tukaram Omble. He was from Mumbai Police Assistant Sub-Inspector who was killed during the 26/11 terror attack in the city. It is a new species of jumping striped spiders. If the location is asked, where were they discovered? It was discovered in Maharashtra. It was named after whom? It was named after Tukaram Omble, who was the Mumbai Police Assistant Sub-Inspector who was killed during the 26th terror attack in the city. Alright, then key points to remember is that these species are distributed in the Thane and Are Milk Colony in Mumbai. The two spider discoveries have been published in a Russian scientific journal Arthropoda Selecta. The scientific paper was published by Prajapati, Rajesh Sank and Ravi De Kamboj. Don't remember them, these are not important. Important name to remember is Tukaram Omble. He's the name of the ASI who was killed during the terror attack of 26/11. And where were the new species Aeschyus tukaram discovered? They were discovered in Maharashtra. All right.
So friends, this was our video. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you liked our video, do hit the like button, share the link with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel or if you are new to our channel, then do subscribe because it motivates us to bring a better content for you guys. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support@affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862 and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price and that will help you to boost your preparation.